What's up guys, it's Trevor with Embers Living. Today we're talking electric fireplaces. So we've seen a lot of new technology come out when it comes to water vapor or mist electric fireplaces. And we're seeing a lot of momentum in the virtual, we call these virtual electric fireplaces, where they're actually projecting a real video image of a fireplace. These two fireplaces, these two types of technology, the water vapor and the virtual fireplaces, have really started to separate themselves from the competition just because the technology has developed and we have a lot of new models in this style. So today, because these are really starting to outpace just the standard LED fireplaces, we thought we'd break down a video of the pros and cons versus water vapor versus virtual. Let's go. Don't forget, if you guys are in the Denver, Colorado area, you can come to our showroom today, check out all of our awesome electric fireplaces, our awesome barbecues that we do on our channel as well. Really cool stuff. Don't forget, if you appreciate the education that we give you through our YouTube channel, go ahead and give us a stab at the business. If I had a nickel for every time I educated somebody on what fireplace to get and then they go buy from one of our competitors, I've seen it 1,000 times. It happens all the time. Give us a stab at the business. We certainly would appreciate it if you enjoy this video. Hopefully it provides some good content for you. Okay, so let's talk, we'll talk some maintenance issues, some install issues, and then of course, visual issues. We'll save the visual issues for last because I think those are probably the most important and the biggest reason why people buy electric fireplaces is how they look. So let's start with maintenance. So you can see with water vapor fireplaces, obviously, water vapor units are gonna be more maintenance by nature. One, you have to deal with maybe plumbing water to it. Some units like this guy here, you can use water tanks and just fill it up with water. So you have to worry about getting water to the fireplaces. Not a huge issue, but just something you have to think about, because normally the thing about electric fireplaces is it doesn't require plumbing, it doesn't require venting, just easy install. These are still easy install, but it requires a little more work, if that makes sense. The other thing we have to worry about is the type of water. So if you have really, really hard water, you want to use a good filter that you have access to that's going to help soften that water, because you get a lot of hard water deposits that can eventually wear out the components in here. So I would say, because of the variable of water, you might have to service these more. You know, still not as much as like a gas fireplace, but there's more moving parts in here that you might have to worry about from a maintenance issue. All right, let's talk virtual fireplaces. Okay, so I got two virtual units here, and again, same type of thing. The Modern Flames unit came out with the Orion, and they really sort of launched this technology forward and really finally did something with this technology. If you want to watch that video where I talked about that in detail, we'll include the link below. But the beautiful part about these two units here is they're almost maintenance free. Really the only moving part in these is a blower. Everything is solid state, everything is LCD panels, LED panels that are projecting an image, almost like a television. There are some lighting in the Ember beds, but they are probably literally the least amount of moving parts in any electric fireplace. So these are by far take the edge when it comes to maintenance and install. So this unit here is the new Dimplex opti-myst 60-inch that was redesigned. We've been waiting on this for 3 years. It was originally going to launch before COVID, didn't happen for obvious reasons. And it's really, again, helping push for this water vapor technology. The biggest thing people were waiting on with this guy was going to be the multicolor features. So now we have multicolor features in a water vapor fireplace, which was really hard to come by before. And you can sort of toggle through the colors like you can see I'm doing now. But I think aesthetically, the biggest advantage to water vapor and the reason why people do it is real fires, real wood burning fires, the flames are three-dimensional. They're not a two-dimensional image. And so water vapor really, even now, is still the only thing that gives us a real three-dimensional flame appearance. And I think that's the biggest reason people buy these, is gonna be the three-dimensional aspect of the flame. That is the best reason to get a water vapor fireplace. Is I don't think anything looks more real as far as the flame itself than water vapor. What about you, Chris?
It looks good, yeah. I like it, especially on that one.
Yeah. And so you can mix and match the media. They've improved this unit, so now you can do different log sets. It is more of a sealed unit, so that flame can sort of climb up taller. They put a better heater into it. This is a much improved version of the opti-myst, and we'll include links below if you want to go back and watch our original review on this guy. So there's more of like your traditional color, and you can see it's sort of set on a multicolor. We'll toggle through colors, but yeah, over here, if you look at this log set that's glowing, man, it's hard to find anything that I think looks more real than that as far as a flame. So that's the biggest advantage with opti-myst, is the realistic flame. Okay, so with a virtual type image like this, I think it's a trade-off, because it does look more realistic, because that's a real video image of a flame. And so we talked about this with Modern Flames down in Phoenix. They would actually pay a movie studio to come down, and they would film real wood burning fires, and you can toggle through different options, which I think is really cool. Is these are a lot more future-proof in the way that you'll be able to download more flames in the future. So for example, you can see I'm toggling through the flames here. And again, we can mess with all the multicolors. So I think this gives us an advantage in technology and the ability to download more flames in the future. And again, there's real smoke, there's real embers burning in there. It is a real video image that was actually produced for these types of units. They weren't filmed for a TV screen and then put in here. So that's a big thing that you got to think about, is that helps with the realism and effect to it as well. Now some people say, well, it's still two-dimensional, which is true. And this new CAL FIRE unit, or this Mendota unit that we have here, there is a way to combat that. Check this out. Look how awesome this looks. So we have an LED panel on the back, okay? And that's filming the flame in behind the log. And we have real logs in there. And then on the top, check this out. How crazy is that? There's another LCD panel projecting an image on a piece of glass on the front of the logs. So now we have a two-stage burner system. And because of that, we're actually creating a three-dimensional flame. So that's taking it even a step further. So it's a lower maintenance, it's a three-dimensional flame, and it looks awesome. So that's how they're combating that sort of three-dimensional issue to compete more with the myst type feature. So the question is, which one's better? Whew. Price point, by the way, I forgot to talk about pricing. These are all premium. These two technologies are at a premium. So they're gonna be at the upper end. They're priced about the same. Again, it's gonna depend on size and width, things that you do in that regard, but they're gonna be near the top as far as aesthetics and in price, because they are the best looking, and I think they have the most amount of technology developed in them. I'm not gonna say which one's better. Electric Fireplaces, more than any other products in our entire showroom, I'll have one customer come in and be like, this is the best thing I've ever seen, ever. And I'm like, okay. And then the next customer is like, that thing is the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Literally within an hour apart. Electric fireplaces are so subjective. Beauty literally is in the eye of the beholder. If maintenance issues are a big concern to you, and you like technology, and you like your products to be future-proofed through Wi-Fi, this will be able to have updates, and you can be able to download more images to it. I'd maybe go with the virtual fireplace. If you just love the realism of the three-dimensional flame of the myst, go with that. And you're not worried about maintenance issues, go with this guy. There's my 2 cents. Hopefully this video helps at home, but these are the two superior technologies that we're seeing in electric fireplaces right now. These are the two big dogs, so to speak, on what's working. They're really separating themselves from the rest of the electric fireplace industry. It's up to you to make the choice. So that's a wrap. Don't forget, if you enjoyed these videos, give us a stab at the business. We'd sure appreciate it. We'll see you guys next time.